Overseeing proceedings is Dr. Christian Jessen.
It's a radical approach, but these extreme opposites are really far more similar than they think. If they can help each other to understand that their relationship with food can change, then it will really benefit them both.
First into the feeding clinic is tiny Tatiana Moxie, a super skinny desperate to plump up.
I'm not very happy with the way that I am at the moment, and so I think it'd be better to look a bit healthier and have a bit more weight on me.
Tatiana has already undergone a thorough medical to make sure she is up to the challenge ahead.
22 inches.
Now it's time to work out the size of the problem.
So you are 93 pounds, OK?
That's just 6 stone 9 pounds. She's at least 1.5 stone underweight.
I make your BMI to be 15. If I tell you that a normal body mass is between about 20 and 25, you can see that you're actually quite a lot below where you should be. You know what you're going to be doing this week. You're going to swap your diets around. How do you feel about that?
I think it's going to be difficult, but I do want to do it.
19-year-old Sussex customer services worker Tatiana is a serial undereater whose daily diet is the equivalent of a 4-year-old.
I think I've always been slim. I've never been probably over 7 stone. On a typical day, I'd probably have a cereal bar or toast for breakfast. I would probably just have a jacket potato with tuna at lunchtime with salad.
But it's a case of her eyes are bigger than her belly. She rarely finishes what's on her plate, even when her parents cook her favourite healthy food.
We normally serve her a full plateful, but she'll only usually eat about a quarter of that, or perhaps even half.
A shock tactic is on its way. Larger than life, Sandra Andrew is a 39-year-old internet seller who has 5 days to teach Tatiana her joy of eating.
The people that I find that are too slim, I don't know, they kind of remind me of lollipops. You know, the big head and sort of little tiny body.
And by sizing down to Tat's child-sized diet for a few days, Sandra's own weight problem will be tackled, hopefully once and for all. Where Tatiana spurns food, Sandra embraces it, all too wholeheartedly. And with big eating issues herself, she spends most nights at home gorging on takeaways and fatty snacks.
I don't really have breakfast, lunch, dinner in that sort of traditional sense. Sometimes I might sort of eat 5, 6 times.
These two are polar opposites when it comes to extreme eating, and their bodies scream the results. Sandra's thigh is 7 inches bigger than Tatiana's waist. With a 17-stone difference, these two are here to teach each other a hard lesson in food and nutrition. By swapping diets, they will shock each other into confronting their issues and changing their dangerous habits.
How do you think you're going to get on with your super skinny housemate?
It depends on whether or not she objects to, you know, trying my diet, which maybe she will.
Do you think she'll manage it?
No.
Tatiana has never spent time with an overweight person. So how will she react to her new feeding buddy?
When I see someone that's really, really overweight, like obese, it does make me feel quite like I don't really want to look at you, just because I sort of think, why have you made yourself like that? It's not normal to be like that.
Oh, hello. Hello, I'm Sandra.
I'm Tatiana.
Hi, Tatiana. Oh, God.
What do you normally eat, like, in a day?
Well, sort of, oh my God! Our plate's bigger than your whole tummy. I don't know how you're going to fit it in.
Oh my God, how much is she actually going to eat? And I'm going to have to eat everything that she eats. I'm sure she'll help me through it, and I'll have to help her because she'll be starving. I don't eat that much.
Like what?
If I had a plate about that big, I'd probably only eat half of it.
I don't think it's going to work.
Sandra will be trying to add fat to Tat by handing over her meals for the next few days. So to show exactly what they've got to stomach, Dr. Jessen is going to demonstrate just what their week's worth of food looks like.
I want to show you both how ludicrously insane your diets are. And I'm going to show you now exactly how much you get through.
Starting with a week's worth of breakfast.
More toast, anything else? You have a little bit of cereal and a lot of tea, and that's it for an entire week. Let's go on to lunch then. A sandwich, some potatoes. This is a week's worth of lunches. No afternoon snack. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's your soup.
Yeah.
Bit of chicken leg. Bit of salad. This is a week of food for you that's supposed to keep you going.
How do you survive? I don't know. Wow.
Do you think now you can see that perhaps you're not actually eating enough, and when you think you're full, you haven't actually taken enough food in?
A woman's recommended daily amount is 2,000 calories a day. Tatiana's consuming just 1,400. So she's under-eating by 4,200 calories, or at least 2 days' worth of food every week. She's lacking nutrients that will soon be replaced when she supersizes her diet to Sandra's.
Right, let's go on to lunch. Meatballs, more rice. I think we're getting into a bit of snacking now. Chips, fish fingers, fish fingers, fish fingers, fried eggs, more fish fingers, burgers, great. More of your curries coming in, lots more white bread. Can you see now where you're going wrong?
Sandra's clocking up 3,700 calories a day, a staggering overeat of 11,900 calories, or 6 days' worth of food every week. It's the first day of the diet swap.
All right, breakfast. What am I having?
You're going to hate me so much, but you're actually just having a cereal bar.
What? A cereal bar? It's a low-calorie one at that. You are so joking me. You're so joking me.
I'm not joking.
A cereal bar.
I can't believe I've got to eat that for breakfast.
Well, it's actually, well, I think I'd rather this than a cereal bar.
Sandra faces a breakfast behind bars.
Where's the rest of it, like?
Well, Tat's not hot for her plateful of leftover Indian takeaway.
It's quite disgusting, actually. I can't believe you eat this for breakfast.
Tatiana struggles to hurry her curry, but meets with defeat. Lunchtime, and Tat faces a white bread buttered sandwich stuffed with full-fat brie.
I hate brie, and there was loads of butter in it. I feel really sick. It was like probably the worst meal I've ever eaten. Oh.
Followed by an afternoon of snacking through roast chicken. But Sandra's hardly eaten all day, so preparing Tat's supper is real torment.
Look at this cupboard, crying out loud. I'm hungry, and these are just like ready to be eaten.
After supper, Tatiana has a food-packed evening of munching that carries on until 2 in the morning.
I think after I've had a couple more bites of this, I probably won't be able to eat anymore.
How are you? Really good to see you again. How's it been going?
Good, thanks.
Doing all the things you're supposed to have been doing?
Yep.
I can't wait to find out if you have actually put on some weight. Let's see how you've been doing, OK? Come with me.
She's now following a healthy, balanced diet plan and is looking glowing. But will she have put on those crucial extra pounds? It's time for her to get on the scales for a final weigh-in.
Oh, you look lovely. Oh.
But to share the results of the weigh-in, she is reunited with her diet swap partner, Sandra.
When we first met you, you were 6 stone 9 pounds. And you'd never been above 7 stone in your life, had you?
No.
You're now 7 stone 1. So you are above 7 stone. What do you think of that?
I felt a lot more energetic. Before, I was like really tired all the time. Now I don't feel like that at all.
Does she look like she's put some weight on?
Yeah, she does. Lovely haircut and everything. And she's got a lovely face as well anyway, so...
She's also put on 2 inches round her waist and each thigh. She's even got a cleavage for the first time in her life. And with an almost half-stone gain, Tat's on target to reach her weight goal within a year. But has Tat's supersized feeding buddy, Sandra, managed to wave goodbye to her food issues and see the benefits of a healthy diet?
When we first met you, Sandra, you were 23 stone 4 pounds. Now, you're 22 stone 4.
Whoa!
You've lost a whole stone.
Oh my God!
What do you think?
Will I be in my bikini next year? That's what I think.
She's also lost 5 inches from her waist and 6.5 inches from each thigh.
I'm so happy.
Oh, so am I.
Are you?
It's made a big difference to how I feel. For me, it's been life-changing. Every pound I've lost, it's not been hard, and that was what was really important to me. I've sort of learned how to eat different. I still like to have my hugs inside, but just maybe with just a little less calorie.
I feel a lot more happier now. I feel a lot more energetic, I'm more lively. I tend to go out a lot more now. Yeah, it's been good.
Tatiana's exceeded my expectations. She's done far better than I actually thought she would. And she's proven that just little changes, subtle things, can make such a big difference.